Good morning, everyone, and Vanakkam, Chennai. Right? So excited to be here. Beautiful day, right? And an awesome crowd. So let's start off. Uh, how NBFCs deliver connected customer experiences, right? Customer experience is not a new word. Connected customer experiences may be something new. Many of you, might be wondering what it is. Some of you might have got the gist about it, right? Let's start off with a question. What a question to start the day, right? Are customers dissatisfied? If I remove that dis from there and ask, are customers satisfied? Still I can see frowning faces here, right? It's that kind of a question. Let me start off with an incident which happened today morning. So I flew down from Bangalore. I almost missed my flight, right? The reason being, now Bangalore have two terminals. One was supposedly for international, but now they've opened it for domestic also. I didn't know that it was, my flight was bound for the the international terminal. And I landed in the domestic terminal. Then I came to know that it's an international. I had to take a shuttle to come there. And my airliner never informed me that this is T2, the international terminal. So the communication which I missed or my airliner didn't inform me might leave me dissatisfied, despite I didn't miss my flight, right? If I had missed my flight, it would have been a different story altogether. But still, right? So that might be a dissatisfaction. Now, this is a layman's example. Now let's think about, say, something which can happen in the BFSI space. I'll give you a story. This happened to my ex-boss. Last year, on the 31st of July, and 31st has a reason, salary day, right? He received a call from his relationship manager in the bank, telling him that, sir, your account is frozen because your KYC has not been updated for 10 years, right? And along with that, he's also getting an SMS and a WhatsApp from the same number from which this person had called him, claiming that he's his relationship manager, that this is the link for you to update your KYC so that I can unfreeze your account. It's salary day, you have to unfreeze it. So he didn't, bat an eyelid. He went ahead, clicked on the link, the website of the bank opened, he just entered whatever is required, an OTP came, and that also he entered, that's it. His account balance said tata bye-bye, right? Now, what happened here is, there was a scam which happened. It happened through communication channels, but it was not authorized communication channels. It was just from, random numbers which happened. So it's also important to kind of give customers communication, and not just communication, but via authorized communication channels. Today there are tons of communication channels, but we have to ensure that authorized communication channels are being used, especially in the case of NBFCs and BFSIs. So taking these two examples and let us park it there, I'll come to that later, but let's start with that, right? So there are two lenses from which we'll be, at least I'll be speaking today. One is from what we as Exotel, we are a communication provider, and what we have seen with our customers, we'll be presenting that data from our lens. And secondly, from the market experts, what we have seen. So there'll be two lenses that we'll be providing today. One, from our top 50 financial service customers, what we have realized is that actually NBFCs can achieve up to an 8% reduction in delinquency and up to a 5% increase in collection rates in just 6 months if they actually invest in a connected customer engagement stack, right? So many companies have systems today, but are they actually connected? And what do you mean by connected? I'll cover that, right? So this is from, say, our experience. And customers' expectations have evolved with time, and there's a reason for that, right? I mean, if you look 5 years back and 5 years hence, there's a whole lot of difference. Increased demand for personalization. Everybody needs personal attention. If you call into a call center number these days, okay, you might very well hear, dear customer, thank you for calling ABC Bank, right? This is something all of us have heard. But imagine we call into that number and it says, hi, Mr. Agarwal, thank you for calling back again, right? That's a personalized experience. And you feel, hey, I'm valued. They know me personally. That's personalization. And I just took call as an example. This can be on any channel, WhatsApp, SMS, whatever it is, right? Customer value the experience more than the product. You buy a car, the experience of buying the car will actually make the decision as to whether you're sticking on to that brand later or not, right? So the experience actually matters. Even in BFSI, Amex, we might spend, say, a fortune on subscription for Amex. We might not even use the perks, but you still keep that card because you know that if things go south, then there's a beautiful customer experience waiting for you on the other side, right? Engagement on customer preferred times, this is very important. So I, as an individual, might be okay with a WhatsApp chat to engage with my bank, but my father will always prefer calls. So you need to know what are individual preferences and the time also. I work until say 7, 8 p.m. in the night, so I might prefer a time after that, while somebody else might be okay with daytime. So when you make calls to customers, even those are very important these days. Self-service options. Most of us work out of airports these days because we travel a lot. So there should be options where 24/7 we should be able to reach out to our customer support from any channels. Conversational experience on mobile. Mobile is growing like crazy. There's no need for explanation here. So whatever is possible to engage with your customers on mobile phones, that is something which customers expect you to do, right? They don't expect you to kind of make them come to a website and then do things from there. Rather, give them a personalized experience again with their mobile phones. So, in order to do this, as per our view, Exotel's view, NBFCs have to overcome a few challenges fast. One is broken customer experience. And this is where I'll touch upon what actually connected customer experience is. Now imagine this. I am having a problem with, say, my insurance, and I'm calling into the 1800 number. I call them, I inform them regarding my problem. They say that, sir, if you're okay with WhatsApp, let me send you or initiate a WhatsApp prompt with you, and you can discuss it over WhatsApp. I said, okay. Now on the WhatsApp prompt, it'll start from scratch. Again, I'll have to explain my entire problem, while I've already explained it to them. I get, pissed with it, and then what I do is next I again call the customer support. Some other agent calls up. I have to again start from scratch. It's not connected, while I've already informed what my problem is, and that is a reality today. Okay, anywhere you do this, this is a problem. That is where connected experience brings in a huge difference. Now, the same situation. Imagine that you are on a chatbot on a website, and you have entered some information. The chatbot tells you, let me take it to WhatsApp now. You'll get a prompt on WhatsApp. And on WhatsApp, it starts from where you left at the chatbot. So the information is taken from there, and you continue from there. And then at the end of WhatsApp prompt, they ask you, click here to call with our agent. I click on that. And when the agent picks up, the agent knows my entire history of what I've conversed with them, and they start the conversation from there. That is the best experience that you can give to your customers, right? So that is connected conversations, and that's the importance of that in today's world, right? Customer engagement rates. See, today there are umpteen number of channels out there. Like I mentioned earlier, 5 years back, WhatsApp was not there, okay, as a business medium. There was only email, calls, SMS. Today there is chatbot, WhatsApp, you have AI, conversational AI, you have voice bots, all that is there. But how do you adopt it and how do you make it connected? That makes a difference. Okay, cost and productivity optimization is a no-brainer. With automation, there is a lot of productivity that is improved and a cost which is optimized. So that's again in your favor. Weak customer data privacy, very important point. In fact, as we speak, the government of India is coming up with customer privacy bill also. So the compliance factor is also very important. The first example that I told regarding my boss, where his number was exposed somehow, and then the scamming happened. So again, it's our or any NBFC or BFSI's responsibility to ensure that the number of the customer is also protected or any identity is protected. And the lower CSAT. So if you don't have systems in place which talks to each other, of course the CSAT also goes down, right? Now these are the challenges which NBFCs has to overcome fast. Now this was our view. Now we look at the experts' view. It also matches with what we have to say, right? So if you look at these data, expanding and maintaining customer base, Forrester claims that there is a 240% likely chance that a customer will stick with the brand when problems are solved quickly. So customer experience matters, right? And 77% of brands believe customer experience is the key competitive differentiator, because many of the NBFCs or banks might be offering a same portfolio of products in the market. All that matters is how that experience is different from company to company. The products remain to be the same. McKinsey again says that CSAT, a customer experience transformation can actually increase the CSAT by 20 to 30%, which is also very relevant in today's world. Right? Now, what's the solution to this? This is a honeycomb flow of a customer journey. This might look a little complex, but it's not that complex. See, what we are trying to say over here is there is a beautiful customer journey which can be connected and which can be done for your customers. See, what happens is, now imagine you are putting an ad on a newspaper with a QR code to scan, right? You scan on it, or a number to call, customers call on it, then a WhatsApp journey starts, or a call conversation starts. From there, it goes into, say, an experience where a contact center agent or a salesperson gets in touch with the customer over some other medium, maybe a voice or video medium. And from there, the onboarding happens, and then the customer is serviced, and then the customer, if he's happy with the experience, the advocacy starts. Today, what happens is most of these, colored conversations that you see, one can be awareness, other one can be the onboarding case, other one can be the post-sale. All these are in silos, but it's actually connected, and that connected experience is actually helping you with the customer advocacy that you're looking for, the word of mouth in the market. Okay. Now, across customer lifestyle, there are tons of things which can be done today. Like you can have WhatsApp CTAs or click-to-call automations which can be done. You can have smart IVR deflections from IVR. Now you can deflect the call directly to a WhatsApp. That's possible. Again, a connected experience. Dynamic caller IDs. You might be using the same number to call a customer for the last 20 years. Today, you can call from a new number every day to the customer. Okay, there are campaigns that you can do. You can actually do around, say, 70, 80 lakh calls in a day's time to all your set of customers. That is possible, right? And that's come to the customer acquisition part, and that gives the values which is listed here. On the onboarding, lending and collections, which is super important for NBFCs and BFSIs, if you look at appointment scheduling, KYCs, live onboarding, collection campaigns, etc., all these can be automated in a connected way today, and that is something which can reduce time, efficiency, and ensure that your business grows. Retention, the most important piece which many companies miss today, because a sale is over, then they don't look at the customers. That should change, right? And customer retention is coming up as one of the biggest factors in business evolutions today. If you look at the retention, personalization again is super important. The cross-sell, upsell, engagement, I would say, is very important because customers need to feel valued. Re-engagement campaigns again, and loyalty programs. These are some of the avenues using which customer retention can be done, and mobile plays a huge factor in this. Okay. Now, just to give you a scenario, like I explained earlier, today what we can do is, say, a bot pings a customer, and a WhatsApp bot sets up a call for the customer. They click on a link which comes on a WhatsApp bot, and it immediately opens a video chat between, say, an agent on the other side who explains regarding your products, your loan offerings, etc. And then from there itself, once they have understood it, they can go to a co-browsing option. This is important because there are cases where, see, we might feel that most of us are financially, educated, but the problem is there are still jargons which we may not be able to fill up on a form. So we have options where there are agents who can help fill the forms remotely without even seeing what the customer is typing, okay, to guide them, NRIs, people in the rural segment, etc. Even that is possible. And then once all this entire thing is done, the entire data, right from, say, stage 1 to stage 4, goes to your CDP, the customer database platform. And next time a customer calls for any kind of support, the data is already available with your call center agent, so they can use it for, again, a connected experience. Okay. Now, this is one example what we did with HDFC Bank. So this had a huge media coverage also. They launched an in-principle home loan approval on WhatsApp, purely on WhatsApp, and this was done in a matter of minutes, and they're still using this. So we've got a small video on how it is done. Okay, so the prompts appear, the customer clicks on new loan, the bot prompts it, what do you want for? Spot offer. Okay, it processes it internally and immediately gives the details of the loan. Are you salaried, self-employed? So there are a set of basic questions which is immediately being asked, okay? And the details like your email and your communication details for further communication. And all this happens in real time. The PIN code for verification, and to connect them with the nearest branch which will be available. Declarations, and once this is done and the entire data comes in, they send an OTP for verification, which is super important. Salary details. And that's it. So now you have the spot offer ready, and this is live. This is what HDFC does using Exotel. So this is one of the options that you have. Similarly, from here, you can have connected experience where the customer is in doubt, you want to have a call from WhatsApp, all that is possible, right? So this was something that we launched. Exotel as an organization, we work with a lot of companies, not just BFSI and NBFCs, but okay, just to give you a layman's example, if you are booking a cab on Ola, Uber, or even you're booking something on Swiggy, Zomato, etc., you might have wondered that when the delivery executive calls you, the calls are coming from a landline number, though he is on the move. We power all these calls for all these brands. So all these calls are tracked, recorded, they have this in their CDP, right? And we work like that for a lot of companies, around 7,000 plus companies in India. We are a 100% Indian brand, born, brought up in India. We are based out of Bangalore with offices in Mumbai and Delhi. So, and we, just to give you a context of our scale, we power around 10.5 billion calls in a month, or communications, calls plus WhatsApp plus SMS, whatever communication is happening. So that's around 30% of India's population is touched by us on a monthly basis. Okay. Thank you so much. That's all that we had. And this QR code, if you want to experience something like the bots or the WhatsApp bot which was there, the QR codes are there in your tables. You can just try that if you want. And also, we are there outside to help you out if you need anything with that. Yeah. Thank you so much.